Hey guys, Chicky DeMaine, aka Deboo, Deboo.com with the Deboo.com surf forecast update. This forecast update effective around 5:30 Eastern Standard Time on Monday, July 7th, 2014. And guys, here we're taking a look at this upper level low that we pointed out a few days ago in our video forecast. Sometimes these upper level lows, given the right circumstances, can spin down to the surface and create a surface low. One of the things that is needed typically is for the upper level low to sit and spin in the same general location over a number of days, and then we also need to see convection to start to fire up. This is the water vapor imagery loop of the Central Bahamas in here, and you can see in the water vapor imagery the environment is starting to become a little bit moist in here. The trough that's along the East Florida coast up to the Outer Banks is helping to fire off convection this afternoon in association with this upper level low, and some visible satellite imagery appears that the upper level low may be trying to work down to the surface this afternoon. Now, this is the only game in town, guys. If we don't get something to develop out of this, it looks like the next week to 2 weeks are going to be a typical hot, dry July that we typically see during hurricane season. So we're trying to be optimistic about this, but because what's coming behind this does not look like much coming up. Maybe some east-southeast trade wind swell later on next week. But here's what the latest that we got. Here's infrared satellite imagery, and as you can see, convection is blowing up here over the Central Bahamas. Now, I just checked the recent buoys, Northeast Bahama buoy and the East Bahama buoy, and although pressures are remaining high, they are falling a little bit this afternoon. When we look at the visible satellite imagery, you can see how convection is firing up, and we do have a decent amount of cloud cover in here, and then along with the cyclonic flow of that upper level low. So this is something that we're going to be watching, but look at the deep convective outbreak occurring this afternoon near the Central Bahamas, and you can see some rotation right in there. Look at that. Look how it hooks right in there. And that's why we think there's a surface low trying to develop in there towards the Central Bahamas. This is high convection in here right now occurring. So we're keeping an eye on this, guys. Stay tuned for our updates. Looking at the latest SAL, the Saharan air layer, you can see over in the left side of the image, very, very dry air towards Puerto Rico and the Caribbean islands over here. And then when we move you all the way back over to Africa, you can see very dry air off the coast of Africa. This is going to limit any tropical development off the African coast all the way out through the central Atlantic, going back over to Puerto Rico. That upper level low feature that we see in the Bahamas is our only hope as a possible swell maker. There may be a possibility of a homegrown system over in the Gulf of Mexico, but it is not looking likely. But guys, this really looks good this afternoon, and we're going to be watching this close through the evening hours, as this will likely start to move off towards the northwest and then north and northeast. So keep an eye on our updates, guys, on Facebook and Twitter, or check back on our website, Deboo.com, for the latest updates. That's all we got for you for now, guys. Stay tuned for the next forecast.